Good evening and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. Teachers in Nebraska are calling out for help tonight. A survey conducted by the State Schools Education Association shows more than 80% of teachers in Northeast Nebraska say that they're overwhelmed and frustrated.
KCAU 9 News reporter Lydia Vasquez explains what the district says it would like to see done in our top story at 6.
This is my 40th year in education, and it is definitely the most different that it's ever been. I don't say the stress is any higher, but it's just there's a lot more things asked of us to do.
Gary Klon teaches math at Wynot High School. He says there's a lot being asked from teachers right now, like teaching hybrid at a moment's notice.
A couple of weeks ago, I was in contact with someone that was positive, and so I had to stay home for 2 weeks. So my students were here in Wynot, and I was at home teaching with my kids as well. And so teaching in that environment was pretty interesting, having to take care of my 4- and 6-year-old while also trying to teach to, 16 to 20 kids at the same time over Zoom was challenging.
Andrew Heller teaches social studies. He says with the chaos brought on by the pandemic, he does worry, but he tries to focus on the needs of his students.
I think that's the biggest challenge for anyone, especially teachers, though, because we do what the health department says, and we know that those rules change overnight sometimes. What they recommend one day, they change the next day.
Principal Grant Thorpin says everyone is overworked. He said he'd like to see more freedom given to districts like Wynot to decide what's best for teachers and students.
There's a lot of push to try to make a uniform blanket rule for the whole state, and things that are happening in Northeast Nebraska just simply don't apply to the things happening in Omaha or a Lincoln area. And you have to allow the schools to kind of manage themselves to a point and allow them to work directly with their individual health department.
Again, that's our Lydia Vasquez reporting tonight. Meanwhile, out of South Dakota, Governor Kristi Noem giving her first coronavirus update since July. And she's acknowledging the severe community spread of the virus throughout her state, but maintaining that it's up to folks to use, quote, common sense and those steps to help slow the spread of COVID-19, such as hand washing. However, the governor did not mention mask wearing as part of those strategies. South Dakota remains one of the few U.S. states with little statewide mitigation efforts. And when asked about that, Governor Noem saying today that she's continuing to base the state's response on hospitalization data.
That our focus was not going to be on how many positive cases that we have, that we were going to continue to focus on hospital capacity and our ability to take care of folks that should need health care if they were to get sick, and that it's incredibly important that we protect that vulnerable population, and making sure we're working with our health care providers to meet the needs of the people of the state of South Dakota.
According to the South Dakota Department of Health, 33% of hospital beds and 18% of ICU beds are still available in South Dakota. Johns Hopkins University data shows the state has the second highest number of COVID-19 infections per population and highest deaths per capita across the country.
Taking a look now at the latest COVID-19 numbers here in Siouxland. Woodbury County health officials recording new cases in the past 24 hours. 59 patients currently in hospital due to COVID-19 tonight. And in Nebraska, Dakota County has 17 new positive tests today. The county has recorded 278 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the last 2 weeks.
And from South Dakota tonight, Yankton County now lists 430 active cases. And in Clay County, there are 277 reports. But it was a much warmer day out there across Siouxland today, no doubt about that. Maybe breezy, that impacted it just a little bit.
Yeah, I know it was warm, but the wind made me feel a little chillier. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at our forecast. Scott?
The wind did make it feel colder, but we did have temperatures far above average for today, as highs were able to land in the 60s around most of the map this afternoon. Our final high temperature in Sioux City climbing up to 65 degrees, 63 in Yankton, South Dakota, 62 for Cherokee today, and even 70 degrees in Omaha. A quick look at the almanac shows that our record high temperature for today is 73 degrees from back in 1941, so we were in the neighborhood, but still a few degrees short of that. And the low temperature from this morning in the mid-30s. Well, we should have a couple more nice days, but we will start to chill things off this weekend. We'll talk about that and a chance of rain coming our way. It's all in the 9 on 9. Sophie?
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. The pandemic has hit the Siouxland community hard, of course, and one area that continues struggling tonight is the need for foster homes. In 2019, there were nearly 630 children in foster care in Woodbury County alone. The Lutheran Services in Iowa says the need for homes is great in Sioux City, especially for teenage kids. But the virus has prevented parents from wanting to open their doors to new children, as well as causing some hurdles for new parents wanting to attend classes for their certification.
You know, if visits are happening with birth families, we certainly want to keep them close to that. If, possibility of going to the same school would be great. So we're looking for homes in Sioux City to put these children. And unfortunately, right now, we just don't have enough foster homes to do that.
And coming up tonight at 10, we'll tell you how Lutheran Services of Iowa is teaming up with Siouxland businesses for a campaign called Just the Essentials Please. That's to provide items to children who are currently in foster care.
Despite virus concerns, one Siouxland holiday tradition will continue, looking to make the very most out of the holidays. The holiday tour of homes this year moving into the newly renovated Warrior Hotel to help with the social distancing issues. Instead of busing groups around Siouxland to individual homes, 5 designers this year decorating suites inside the hotel for groups of 8 to enjoy.
I don't think it'll be a whole lot different other than you're just staying in one facility. I think it's actually going to be a little bit easier of a tour for people to do. I just hope that they just kind of take note and notice maybe we all kind of have the same red sofa to deal with.
KCAU 9 is a proud sponsor of the Tour of Homes, and this year the homes will again provide one of the biggest fundraisers of the year for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Siouxland.
Meals on Wheels is typically only for individuals that are homebound, but since March, it has expanded those who qualify. Connections Area Agency on Aging, the nonprofit that conducts the program, has opened it up now to those who are self-isolating, nearly doubling their clientele. And since many of their clients fall into the high-risk category, they have had to limit delivery to weekly or bi-weekly.
Every 2 weeks, just checking on their well-being as well. So I'm hoping they're walking away not only with the good food that's helping to keep them healthy, but also with the knowledge that there are people out there who care.
The organization has delivered more than 133,000 meals in more than 20 counties just since this March.
Well, the Boy Scouts of America are giving their thanks to frontline workers in a very special way.
Earlier today, a local troop donating more than 800 coupon cards to Mercy One Siouxland, this as a token of their appreciation. The coupon cards will be given to all employees and colleagues at Mercy One. You can hear from the Boy Scouts in this digital exclusive story. It's on our website right now, SiouxlandProud.com, or you can check out the free KCAU 9 News app.
Every little bit helps.
It does.
No doubt about that. Well, when you think of garlic, and who doesn't, you probably think of the stuff you see on the shelf at the supermarket, the easy one to grab.
That's right, but did you know there are more than a dozen varieties? You'll meet a family in the field growing it coming up.
I did not know that there were a dozen varieties of garlic. Well, not a whole lot of changes in the weather here as we continue toward the weekend. Staying warm through Friday. We'll start to chill things off on Saturday with a slight rain chance. We'll take a closer look at that and what's on the way for Thanksgiving next week. It's all in the 9 on 9 forecast next.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Thanks for sticking with us. Stepping outside today, most of us had some sun, warmer temperatures, but when that wind hit you, it definitely didn't feel as warm as we know it was.
Right, the wind was from the south, and that did help us to achieve high temperatures in the 60s for most of Siouxland today, but it did make it feel a little bit colder as that wind was rushing around. We'll take a look outside here on the Port Neal Welding Company camera at the KCAU 9 studio. The wind is starting to ease off some this evening, and you can still see that American flag, though, in the foreground of the image, flapping around a little bit in the breeze. Here's a look at our November summary of high temperatures in Sioux City. You can see that we've been able to string together some decent warmth this week. We started things off on Sunday with a high of 47, which is average for this time of year, 57 on Monday. And today we were actually able to peak in the mid-60s, so it was on the warmer end of normal. We did have a long streak of cooler than average temperatures through last week. Here's a look at temperatures as they currently stand. You can see that those are in the 50s and 60s for most of the upper Midwest here. It's 60 degrees in North Platte, 64 degrees in Lincoln, 50 degrees in Sioux both Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny skies on Monday and a high temperature of 50. And it looks like we'll avoid any sort of big rain or snow disturbances as we close in on Thanksgiving Day. That's coming up next Thursday. The high temperature there at 54 degrees. So some great conditions if you need to travel this year for Thanksgiving. Tim and Sophie?
Good conditions to work off the bird, too.
Right. I know a lot of people do those turkey trots. I wonder if that's still happening this year with Corona.
Weather like that, it should be.
Yeah, do your own if there isn't one. Well, on the farm, they plant it by hand.
That's right, 20 kinds of garlic. Meet the family behind this special operation next. Peace.
Well, some people are surprised when they learn there's more than one kind of garlic.
Count me in that club. Chad Tucker visited one North Carolina family who grows 20 different varieties.
My daddy was born in that house in 1919, and he was the baby of 9 children.
Cheryl Ferguson's family have been on this farm for over 100 years.
We've got really deep roots here.
Farming is in their blood.
I credit Daddy for my love of the soil and growing things.
Cheryl, along with her tractor-loving husband Ray, run the farm these days and grow all kinds of things.
We grow greens, kale, chard, collards, lettuce. We grow 20 varieties of garlic. I say that we go from mild to wild.
And growing garlic is labor-intensive, planted and harvested by hand.
Garlic is kind of like having a baby. It's about 9 months.
Okay.
So we plant it in November, and then we harvest in June.
And she jokingly says, with so much garlic, they don't have to worry about vampires.
And we had a terrible problem with vampires on the farm. They were awful. They were everywhere, and they are not coming around anymore.
All kidding aside, Cheryl says she's very proud to continue her family's farming legacy.
It's a beautiful piece of land. It's got good bones. It's got a lot of love and hard work in it over the years, and lots of good memories, and it's great to keep that going.
Beautiful farm. Well, the Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball team has some high expectations for this coming season.
Jake tells us how Luka Garza-Joe Wieskamp connection should fuel the team. That's coming up next in sports.